Of course, continuing the show right now and warming up the soul. And I've got something special planned for you right now. But before we do, I thought we could celebrate African heritage through toys and, of course, celebrating African heritage through food as well. Now, the only thing better than a cuppa, a warm cuppa, it's a stir up and cheer up, of course, is having that cuppa with a slice of something delicious, right? So while we get to that, of course, I've just got to prepare myself something delicious because I thought, why not use the ingredient for a lot more? And there's so much more that you can actually do with it. And I need to get myself prepped up for the morning here. Now, it's one of the most iconic South African desserts. It's a tried and tested roly-poly. And here to show us how is Chef Tumi in the building.
How you doing?
I'm good. I just got my cup all warmed up, all creamed up, so I'm ready for this one.
Since you're not sharing your cuppa, can I at least share your Creamel there?
We need this for the... I'm sorry, I had to steal it though. So what's happening here?
We're making a roly-poly, which is in essence originally a British dessert, but we've taken a spin, put it a spin on our own, you know how we do our thing. So we've added some apricot jam to it. But to start it off, I need to make the sauce that's going to go on the very top. So maybe let's get that out of the way.
So I can't just sit here and enjoy my tea?
Eyeball, my guy. What do you think this is?
All right, fine, Mzansi, I do this for you. We digress nonetheless. So what's happening? What's the game plan?
All right, so in here, I've added some sugar and some butter. We leave those to, in essence, dissolve. All we want is for the sugar to dissolve. We don't want it to thicken up, because if it does, it ends up being a caramel. We don't want that. So just let the sugar dissolve.
All right.
While that does what it does, I'm going to continue and make the dough, because I see you've got already rolled out, but we need to show the people how we got to this point.
How did we get to this? Because we didn't just buy this from the shop.
No, we didn't.
This ain't no normal dough.
Nope. In here, we've got some flour, and then we're adding our Creamel into this dough. So the whole reason for that is we're enriching it and giving it that additional creaminess.
Ah, okay, I'm loving that. Now, this is something, I say this all the time, but whenever we're using Creamel, it honestly blows my mind how creative we can be and how important it actually is to just kind of like spruce up our ingredients and our recipe, right? So Clover Creamel is it's the only creamer with real milk powder, which gives us that creamier taste. And that's something which I love about this. It's authentically still true to its taste, flavor profile. And it comes through in these ingredients and these recipes so nicely.
And that's the beautiful part of it, that you can actually balance those flavors in here. And what we've got, I've added some flour, I've added the Creamel. I'm not adding too much sugar because we're going to get that additional sweetness, that slight sweetness from the Creamel itself.
Okay, perfect.
And we're also going to be adding some apricot jam. We're adding the sauce that we're going to put on top, so you don't need to put too much sugar into the actual dough itself.
All the good stuff is taken care of by Creamel. I like that.
Oh, exactly. Now, all I need to do is I need to rub this butter into my fingers and just make sure it gets those beautiful crumbly...
Get nice and messy.
Yeah, that nice crumbly texture, because we want to have it looking more like crumbs more than a dough that, is too stodgy and stuff.
Okay,
we still want it to be light.
So it's like artisan dough, especially.
And I think the one thing I love about using such types of doughs is that it doesn't become too heavy. It always is nice and crumbly. If you're looking for a cakier dough, I always suggest using something like butter, because then it just helps enrich it that much. And because we've added Creamel, it also is going to be nice and light. Ooh. So what you're looking for is a beautiful crumbly texture, which is going to require a lot of admin from my end. So it just needs me to just keep rubbing.
I see you got your workout in the morning all sorted already, eh?
Talk about a massage first thing in the morning, and I'm massaging the butter into
I think the gents should get involved in something like this, because it's good practice for them to, just massage the ladies in their lives and just keep them at peace and treat them like the queens that they are.
Girls, don't hold your breath. Do not hold your breath. But if that's what the tips you want to give, let them try. Let them definitely try. Right. So in essence, you keep doing this until you get this type of texture, right?
All right. So you want the whole thing to kind of be that texture, more crumbly.
You want the whole thing to get to that point. But because we want to show South Africa how this actually comes together, I'm going to now add the rest of the ingredients, which is going to be our milk. I'm going to put that in the center here. And then I go in with some eggs that I'm going to beat into this mixture.
Is that to just kind of like bind it together?
My sauce, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm adding some vanilla essence to this. Whenever you're baking, just try and make sure you add some vanilla just to allow the mixture to have a flavor of sorts, because you don't want it eggy.
Yeah, of course. I find it's very seldom that especially when you're baking and you're making the good stuff, you're always using vanilla essence. It's like one of those other just little small tiny ingredients. So I'm loving that. Yeah,
because even here, I'm going to add some vanilla at the end, because you want the vanilla flavor to pop. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to need you to start rolling up on that roly-poly.
So fast forward and you end up with some of this.
Yes.
All right.
Now, and then we're here.
I believe you asked me to do this just to show me how easy it is. And it really is that easy, Mzansi. Check this out. So I've got some apricot jam. And again, you could probably use any jam of your choice, whatever favorite you have. And simply throw it down like you would on your sandwich before you went to school in the morning. No peanut butter required on this one. This is not a PB&J, it's just the J. And of course, once you are fully lathered and smothered up on your dough, you're going to roll it out almost like a Swiss roll, right?
Yeah, in essence, roll it up like a Swiss roll.
So roll it up sort of like a Swiss roll, all right, just like this.
Well
nice and simple. Cut it into little pieces. Voila, 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 voila.
Look at you being all professional.
Is that it?
And then we just align these babies over here.
Okay.
Pour our sauce over, let that bake for 30 minutes in the oven, 30 to 45 minutes, and it's golden brown, delicious. Voila!
Simple as that, Mzansi. And of course, if you want to hear, we want to hear from you, right? So tell us on our social media how you use Creamel. You've seen how awesome you can do so many things with it, and obviously how you stir up and cheer up. That's important to us. Now, you could be sending you a hamper so you can stir up and cheer up even more. So get involved in the socials. We want to hear from you. This is beautiful, though. Thank you very much. I'm going to go try some down there.
There is a classic mayonnaise that brings out the traditional French in 3 levels of tanginess. The mild classic, the medium classic, the strong classic. Tangy the way you love it.
Made with love by Clover.